It says excellent. Okay. All right, there's something up there now. Cool. So there has been a significant shift in my free time, my scheduled work time, and a lot of stuff. Like I had been working on some medical stuff to help get my back better. Um, and then my daughter started school full time this week, so I'm hoping that I can stream a lot more. Uh, I'm not quite sure where to look because I can look at my camera, but that's a little weird. I have my OBS on this side. I have the YouTube stream on that side. Um, I'm sure I will figure it out eventually. Things will become a little bit more regular, consistent. I'm hoping. So I'm just gonna try to do just a productivity stream. Kind of get um back to, I don't know if I could do this with music on. I'd like to. Back to feeling productive, I guess. Gonna make a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. So this is a turnaround that I was given by another teammate. There's a bit of a story behind how I received it that I might get into. Like this he's a decent dude. So I don't really want to paint him in a bad light. Um, but like I I wasn't expecting to get this, and I remember saying like, "Hey, I have a procedure this week, like a procedure for my back." So as much as I would like to take this on, I can't really agree to anything until after the procedure is done. And that's not what happened, but roll with it. I shall. Like no ill will. Just gonna start doing. This just needs to be there, that center, and that should be lined up with that. Trying to think of like where the center of gravity on this thing's gonna be. And maybe I'll bring both of them down onto the floor. Okay. I will say when I first saw the concept art for this, um, my first thought was, oh, this is absolutely going to end up in my lab. Like, Oh, this is just plainly used. I want it to shuffle. What are you doing? What is my cue? Where is it? Okay, yeah, it is just in the used. Shuffled. Okay, I've gotten some Mariana's Trench. Good, 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 good. But yeah, I was like, this is. I really hope this doesn't end up in my lab, but my pattern of behavior, like my pattern recognition, not pattern of behavior, my pattern recognition was like, yeah, this is absolutely going to end up in my lab. So I was already like kind of thinking about how I was going to approach this because like the wings are like way too much detail to be 3D modeled. Um, and these things up here, those are way too much detail to be 3D modeled. Um, so, okay. Yeah, this is already where I want it. This is already right where I want it. I have a bad habit of hitting Shift R when I want to hit controller. Like, it is crazy. And yeah, I could use subdivision surface, whatever. Um, let me just scale and then I'll work on extruding. So I'm just here working through this. I'm hoping to make a decent amount of progress today. Because I'm gonna have like, I don't know, 6 hours of just like me and my cat. He's here too. So we can do a cat stream. Hang out, say hi to my cat. This. How many pieces do I want here? I can add more later. Maybe. Come on. It's different like on my laptop to my computer. On my laptop, alt click will select the loops. On my computer, double click selects the loops. One. And I think I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to extrude more in like the head. Just kind of give it some shape. Start giving it some shape. Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna take these. And that'll give me some shape here. Things are gonna get smoothed. Okay. Okay. I think that's gonna be like my catchphrase. Just okay. 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 Good news is I have some nice stop that um relaxation time planned for this evening. My daughter's not gonna have school in the morning, so I can chill a little bit. That and move that this way. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna inset and extrude, but I'll probably start mirroring it. Smooth it out. Actually, before I sculpt on it, see how does this side look? Where are you? I might need another loop right there to kind of fill that up a bit. 2 all-time lows. Not from the same album though. Okay. Okay, so the legs are gonna start there. So I actually, oh my God. Let's see. The legs are going to start there, and then there's going to be a tail feather back there. So yeah, I'll do it after it's mirrored. I'll take the chunk out. No, I'll do it now. I'll do it now. You feel? No, you won't feel good. Okay, and that'll give me some space for like the legs. Some separation between the legs and the tail feathers. And I don't think that this is going to be as thick as it is here. So I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'm going to thin that out so that it can look more like a cape that's kind of coming off here. Hi, Milo. Can you hear Milo, buddy? Milo is our downstairs neighbor's dog. My daughter will pronounce it Milo. Okay. So from here, we are going to chop it in half. Is it just me or does the head not line up? That's fine. This is fine. Oh, did I grab something? Oh, I did. I just want to make sure that none of these little doodads are moving. I say little doodads, they're vertices. Okay, so what I actually want to do is... Where's my grab? Is there more? Okay. I might add a little bit more geometry there to get a pointier beak. Yeah, so it won't have so much of a thick booty, and instead it'll come down to be a tail. I think that would be better. You see, it's not quite... It's not quite the same. That matches. That doesn't match. That matches. That doesn't match. I'll bring it down about half. Try to give it like a rounder face. Because it should have some bulk to it, because look at all these his head's got to hold up all of these things. Gotta be a really strong neck. And I might... That is way too strong. Smooth that out, smooth the back out a little bit. He's not so blocky. Okay. Let's get into some of these. I want, nope, nope, okay. Let me grab that. Okay, I'm gonna need to infer like a bunch of information here. I'm gonna need to take some liberty with this. And actually, these two as well come here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, no, turn the clipping back on. There we go. A little bit better. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to subdivide it up here. That means edge loops. Sorry. Sorry. It's okay. Do you want your own mouse? Yeah, you do. Good boy. Okay. So it does look like I'm thinning out the legs a little bit. I might add some bulk there. Yeah, I want to have an edge loop in here to kind of give this a little bit more geometry. No. What's the command? No. Um, Blender. It's not. It's not fill. It's not fill. Insert vertex on edge. It's just subdivide. There's not a hotkey for that. That's why I can't remember it. That's why I can't remember it. Okay. So from here, I have to remember how to do my edge loops. Okay, so what I want to do is to kind of get that going. This says that there's, so I might not have to delete the faces. I will see. No, I still have to delete the face. Okay. So this is going to come down here. Here and fill. Oh, from there. What was that? Oh, okay. I get you. I see you. We're going to delete one face at a time. There was a model that I was doing last 2 weeks ago, and it was being a problem child. Because I didn't realize that when you go to make edge loops, it didn't delete the faces. Like I'm used to 3ds Max where you can just make an edge loop and it'll cut through the face to make the edge loop. So I hadn't done that so much in Blender. So when I was doing it in Blender, it was like, oh no, I was working on either the second model. And that's when I realized, oh, I have to go back and I have to fix this. Look at these dumpy little things. You can get a little more meat on you. Get you some legs. You need some legs. So I had to go back to that model and I had to fix every single edge loop that I had made. Maybe a thigh gap. Give that bird a thigh gap. Not elastic grab, this grab. Okay, and chunk up the thighs a bit. How are we looking here? This looks super chunky. Do I want to make it that chunky? Do I want to pull this out? That's a chunky burb. That's a chunky burb. And maybe move it out a little bit here. These are really sticking out now. Yeah, I think if I keep on going with this, it's just going to be like pulling and smoothing it back out, pulling and smoothing it back out. So I'm going to put that somewhere. Maybe bring these down a little bit. That's thick. Clean up those chicken thighs. Clean up that silhouette. I think I'm not going to go as thick on that side. I'm just going to leave it there and start working on the little bird legs. Just flatten. You flatten. I don't want to go through there. I hit some Birthday Massacre, guys. Yeah, do you like Birthday Massacre, buddy? Yeah, there's going to be more geometry going in there to kind of smooth that out. But for now, that's okay. I might go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so that there's a little bit more of a shape there. How are we looking, bird legs? Yeah, they just need some smoothing and they'll be fine. I'm not even gonna. Nope. 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 Um. Do rounder. I don't think I'm gonna get that right now. Not that. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's still a little. It's a little flat. They're giving horse. But that could just be because I haven't got the talons out yet. Yeah, I didn't have that elastic wrap there. Okay. Yeah. Put that. Okay. So I want. I'm gonna put some edge loops in here. I just want to figure out where they're going. So I think it's gonna be these three, and then these. Is my phone on like do not disturb? I'm hearing buzzes, but they're not like as loud as I think they should be. Yeah, okay, fill. Subdivide and fill, and subdivide and fill. Not G, F. Okay. Nope. Yep. Why would you do that? Do not do that. Are you gonna be my new problem child? Be like Buddy. Buddy's just sitting here, just chilling, not messing up my geometry. He's a good boy. Aren't you? Aw, I love you too. Ah, no. Okay. I have bird leg. A little bit more geometry in there. What was that? Hmm. That shouldn't do that. Those loops are good, I think. Yeah, that should loop down. I guess it does loop all the way around. Well, I will worry about that later. There's got to be a way to find like n-gons and stuff to see if I forgot something. Let's see. Find n-gon. Define n-gons. Faces by sides. Select faces by sides. I don't know, maybe because these aren't closed loops up here. they're just one-sided loops, and that's why it's doing that. I don't know. I'm going to move on to the foot. Maybe it should be wider. And give that a little bit of form. Because that should be the back claw. Maybe it's too small on the Z. And I'm actually going to take this and move it out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I need to do the foot thing. Straighten that out a bit and then rotate it. Ooh, I hit some disturbed. It's gonna be some kind of foot shape. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pull them out from there. That's something. Okay, yeah, don't scale them because they're gonna get funky. And these need to be more. They need to be more their own little toes. What was that? Did it merge? Okay, add a little bit there. Add a little bit there. Add a little bit there. Because these are gonna need some shape. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's when we start getting up into the leg, but I really don't need to add more subdivisions there. Hello. Anime. Neat. Okay. Just trying to give it a bird shape. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to get this done today, so I can enjoy my weekend. I might take these. Make them smaller. Yeah, it's getting harder to see in the side profile, so I kind of just have to wing it. Make them seem kind of claw-like. And maybe I'll... this one. Try to get some separation from the claw and the toe. Yeah, it is for a game. Uh, this is actually a project that is being worked on by Southern New Hampshire University alumni and some current students. We have 3 teams right now working on 3 separate games, and they're all going to go into like an arcade, like a simulated arcade cabinet that's going to get on Steam eventually. I'm not sure when the arcade itself is going to be on Steam, but our deadline for this game is like September, the end of September. That looks like a foot. That looks foot-esque. I don't like this flat on the inside, but I'm being nitpicky. Like, there's still a lot more to do. Thank you. There's still a lot more to do. I need to start working on the wing. So, my plan here, because I don't want to model out like all of these details. I don't want to model out like all of these details. So I kind of just want to get like a bone. I want to get like the arch of the wing. And then my plan is to kind of come in with a plane to get the basic shape. And then do a double-sided texture on there with a mask. So that's going to help like reduce the geometry so it's not going to be so costly. I just need to figure out how I'm going to approach that. And it could be just make a little inset. And making a website for my female friend using AI tools. All that. I'm going to give it just a little bit more geometry there. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay. I'll get the bones out and then figure out how I'm going to do the plane. Put it there, I guess. Okay, and now with this guy. I wonder if I should turn it. So if I take this and give it a funky little rotation. So that I can grab these edges and extrude the edges. I haven't tried this before, so this is kind of new to me. So I don't even know if this technique is going to work, but I'm gonna find out. So maybe you can, this and this one can merge. So that's connected. And I'm gonna put an edge loop in here. Bill, damn you. There we go. Bring that down. So there's a little bit more flexibility there. Can you give any suggestions, any features I should add? I'm a teenager myself, so I don't know much. As far as like a website to help with period cramps, fun games, features giving her a hard time. It that kind of depends on the person, I think. Like when I have cramps, I have like two modes. And one is I want something funny because I don't want to feel sad. And the other is I want to watch horror. And psychologically, I don't know what that means. But the more you know about the person that you're building it for, the better you're going to be able to tailor it to her needs. I think that's probably the suggestion that I would have. So if maybe they like true crime. What is going on here? What is going on here? Where did you come from? You crazy little birdie. Like if they have true crime, if they like true crime, maybe add some true crime elements. Um, if they're like, I don't want to say like preppy pink, cutesy girly. Like the more you know about this person, the better time you're gonna have helping them feel comfortable, I think. Because like that's the point of the period cramps, is that women just want to feel comfortable. Maybe that's like a heating pad and a blanket and true crime. Maybe that's ice cream and a touchy-feely anime. But it really is dependent on the person. Extrude. Yeah, you're welcome. Why aren't you together? Excuse me. Yes, that is a cat. His name is Buddy. He's using a mouse as a pillow. I have disturbed him. Yep. There he goes. Back to nap time. He is. He likes to hang out with me. He likes to be involved. So I think the cat cam works out. No, not at center. There we go. I kind of love this. Just like the no feathers and just, it almost looks like a deer. Like a funky antelope. How many hours? How many hours this may take? I see. I started working on it at 8. I estimated like 2 hours to finish the model and cut the UVs, and I think I'm on pace for that. Um, but then after that, there's like a whole process. I don't know if it's gonna take all my 8 hours. Not 8 hours. It's gonna be 6 hours before my daughter gets home from school. Um, to get everything that I want to do done today. I don't know if it's gonna take all of that time, all 6 hours, but just for the model and cutting the UVs on the model, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be about 2 hours. Because I have the wings and the tail, and then I need to cut the UVs for it. And I might get up and take a little break then. I might switch to nope, nope, nope. Solid. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I forgot to do this. I might switch to treadmill mode. Yeah. Oh, that didn't cut right, did it? That has 1, 2. Thank you. Helps to enjoy what you do, and I love this. That down. Oh yeah, no, then I just need to do the same thing to this edge. Okay, and then I just have this. Can I dissolve the bases and keep the edges? No, not the vertices. Stop that. Dissolve faces. Only faces. Okay, there we go. Cool. And this looks like it might have come apart. Nope. Okay. This one? Nope. Good. Okay. All right. That looks right. That looks right. Okay. Nothing there. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now I need to do the same thing up here. I might give this a bigger arm. Also gonna pull that out. Okay. And I'm gonna give it more shape. That's gonna be a joint. Yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you have a good day. That's actually gonna work out better because I'm gonna have this edge that I can pull from. Yes. Go all that way. Bye. You don't want to be on camera anymore, dude? devil and die. Yeah, that should be fine. You should have something to hold it up. Okay. There you are. Now, where am I going to connect this to? Like, yeah. So it's going to be that edge there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to connect there. Okay. I could possibly like move it to that point and then extrude and extrude. Okay, now I just want to shape it. Relax. Relax. There we go. Relax. Okay. Yeah, these guys are gonna come all the way out. I might get an even bigger grab on there. Yeah, pull that up so that one hits there and that one hits there. And I just want like the entire shape of the wing. Because I might even be able to use this concept, this turnaround. I might be able to put this directly onto the texture as it is, and then mask out the gray. Yeah. Okay, and then I just want to give it some shape in the back so it's not so flat. These are gonna have... I'm gonna put bones in here. I don't know what, I don't know if Rigify has to set it for like wings and stuff, but I'm gonna find out. No. Let me just do another grab and pull back. Just give it a little bit of shape. And pull. I am completely upside down. A little bit more wing-like. Grabbing the body, and I don't really want to do that. Okay. So the last piece is gonna be the tail. Back to edit mode. Oh yeah. Where am I? Where'd I go? So this is actually gonna be a lot wider than I thought it was. Let me bring that up here. I don't think I want to keep the little details there. Like, I think I'm going to keep the tails, but trying to get those little wings in there. Did I? I did. And then this is just gonna take that and pull it down here and get the tip of the tail. And then these line up. Perfect. And I just want to check to make sure that there's no faces in between. It doesn't look like it. Great. So Yeah, I'll probably just do these one at a time. Local. No. Normal? Okay, yeah, normal. Cool. I think I screwed this one up. I might smooth out the whole tail when I'm done. I initially didn't want to add more subdivisions, but I might add edge loops like here, here, and here to get those little details. Nah, I'm not gonna do the little details and stuff. Yeah. I mean, like, if I need to, I can extrude from there and make that little detail, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna smooth out these guys. I might add extra details to help it flow better. Yeah. Because I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking about the details. These are under the tail piece. So those are going to be painted on. These extra details are going to be painted on. Okay. Okay. Grab the tail. I'll go all the way up to the butt. Smooth out. I almost like don't like like this. Maybe not even like here. Maybe not even like all the way down here. As I'm thinking about the animations, and when that goes up and down, those, because there's no geometry in the middle, it's gonna look like panels going up and down. And that's like the same thing that I did up here to give this a little bit more geometry so it doesn't look like panels going up and down. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. To do this individually. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, I went the wrong way. It doesn't need that much. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do like the same thing that I did with the wings a little bit earlier. And just give the tail a little bit of a fluff. Okay. I have a burb. They are fabulous. Okay. I'm gonna save. I'm going to apply transforms, and I'm gonna start cutting the UVs. None of my attacks were like a screech or a bite, right? I don't need to like... Let's check the notes. Okay, foot and tail attack, gust with a flap, and then a blast swoop. That does include the mouth. I'm not going to worry about opening the mouth. There is too much to do to worry about opening the mouth. Hi, buddy. Are you awake? Don't talk to me like I'm your child. I am a cat. And I like scratchies. Are there birds outside? He got really excited and looked out the window. All right. Time. Actually, I'm going to look at... Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I'm just going to grab these. Some of these, it's not going to matter. Because the texture is going to be two-sided. But especially like right here on this kind of bone type thing for the ear, it is that empty? Okay, first off. Flip. Okay, good. Cool. See, it's good to check your normals. Good to check your normals. Okay, so that just consolidates it. The normals are still going to be flipped on this side, but at least per side. Per side. He's looking out the window, so I'm going to switch my camera back up to my face. So at least per side, they're consistent. So these are the front normals and these are the back normals, but the material is going to be two-sided. So that's going to be fine. And now it is time, everybody's favorite, time to cut the UVs. Mark seam. And some of these are going to need to be cut after I apply the mirror modifier. And this is actually going to be, the wings are going to be kind of easy because the seams are going to be on the planes. So I might cut the body. I haven't heard this song in so long. I wonder. I don't really need to. I don't really need to separate the beak. I might though. And I think I forgot. That I was going to shape up the beak a little bit better. Yeah, that's fine. So now I can kind of separate the beak. And I think because it's going to be very front facing, it actually makes sense to cut it down the side. There are ways to do this automatically. I don't like them. Especially when it comes to like hand painting stuff, going through the textures. Like if it's something that like I'm not going to spend too much time painting, I'll do like the automatic unwrap. Just kind of get it pretty clean and then not worry about it. But because I am going to do some painting on this and I do have a really specific idea of how I want to do the textures, I want to have that control of like hand cutting these guys. Can I get the whole? Give me your foot. Okay, so this toe is going to come off and lie flat. Oh, Buddy's back to sleeping on the mouse. We're going to go back to the Buddy cam. There we go. Okay, so the toe is going to lie flat. This middle one is going to lie flat. So I might come in here and do those as well. So now those toes are going to lie flat. And the heel is, yeah, the heel is going to bend there. Okay. Okay, so this is coming in here, taking this seam. Mark seam. I might even put the wings on a different UV. Can I do that? Yeah, I think I probably could because I'm going to put them on a different material. Okay, so this is just coming all the way down here. And this is just going to be like a little box cut. Things get a little bit tricky because I can't really see. That have a cut there. It doesn't, but it's also kind of flat-ish there anyway. This probably could have been a plane too. But it is kind of connected to that butt. And oh yeah, no, it can't because there's two different patterns there. There's the back one and the front one, so it wouldn't be able to do the two-sided. It's just gonna be thin. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Oh, this corner. This, nope. That corner. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I want these to be separate islands. I'm just gonna do them separate islands. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do them separate islands. Okay. Yeah? The squares look square. Okay. Not Q. Yeah, that makes it a little bit better. Okay. The pack on it is a little bit weird. That is not separated there. Sticky selection, sync selection. The pack on it's not. Okay, yeah, those are the sides. Okay, those are the tails. Those are the tails. I can't select by UV chunk. Okay, those are the tails. That's fine. The pack is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the pack is okay. Okay. So I am just about at my deadline. What I'm gonna do. So this is going to be Luminary, actually Luminary base. Make it goldish color. And I'm going to add this and make it kind of a bluish color. It's not going to end up being a bluish color, but I want to differentiate. I probably could have done this like before I separated the mirror modifier. Ah, yes, please select. Okay. Trying to think if I'm gonna need. Yeah, I probably do want to sculpt like some details on the beak, some separation. I think I am going to take a little bit of a break though, because I've been on for 2 hours and I need to stand. Okay, so I'm gonna stop stream for now and I might be back in like half an hour to an hour. But I think this is good progress and I am right where I want to be with this guy. And I just need to decide if I want to go onto sculpting or if I want to go straight to rigging. It might be better to go straight to rigging. It's a coin flip. It really is. But I do need to stand up because it hurts. Uh, so thank you if you stopped in to say hi. Thank you, Anime, for asking some questions. I really appreciate that. Uh, so yeah, if you like what I do, um, subscribe so you can find me again. Bye.